Hello everybody, this is Ben, and we are starting a new YouTube Minecraft channel series, as if there aren't enough of those already. We'll be doing videos mainly probably of Minecraft, Hunger Games, and other MC PvP servers. It's a cool server chain, and I'll link you to their website in the description. You might want to give it a check out, it's lots of fun. So, if you don't already know what this is, this video might confuse you a little bit, because it isn't like normal PvP. There are other little things, like I just made a end portal spawn right there, and that would confuse you if you had no idea what was going on. But if you do know what's going on, then you'll know that I am playing the Endermage kit. So I think it's called kit. So, again, you should probably check out this before you watch this video if you don't understand anything. But I'll be assuming you know what's happening for the rest of the video. So, my friend that's behind me, his name is Aceiopengui. He has a duck-ish skin, and he is a Stomper. We will be playing a Stomper Endermage tower team. We've looked across YouTube. There aren't that many videos of it, so we figured, hey, may as well do one. So right here, we're just gathering a ton of dirt to stack up. We joined a whole bunch of servers, waiting for one of them to be a Tega, because snowballs are always awesome during tower teams. You can knock other people off, and it's good fun. Here, I7 gets into a little bit of a skirmish with what looks like a chemist, because he's now strength for some reason. As I keep going up. Him and I generally go up to the level Y124, because it's a good, for stompers, they can fall and, you know, get the kill and stuff. Also, this is a really good map because there's a desert right beside us, and, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but whenever you're over top of the feast, if you're playing a tower team, you can just drop a block from your tower, and then the Stomper will know to go to that block if they want to be Endermaged up, because it's a good point of reference. So, we've sort of got a good tower base set up. I7 falls there, he's getting some wood. There's kind of an annoying chat log right there. It starts at the beginning, it'll be better later. So, as you can see, he's just going down getting various materials. Since he's a Stomper, he's immune to fall damage, if you didn't know that. Well, not immune. You take 2 hearts of fall damage no matter how far you fall. 2 or less hearts, and I'm an Endermage, so I would just die if I jumped down there. But the fun power of Endermage, again, if you don't know, is whenever you right-click on that portal you can see in my inventory, it pops up an end portal where you click. And that will bring anybody up or down as long as they have the same or very, very close X and Y value, or X and Z value to you. No matter what their Y is, they'll be teleported to you. A while ago, this kit was nerfed. It used to be able to suffocate them in walls, but they fixed that by making you teleport to where you place it as well once it teleports somebody. So if you try that now, well, it doesn't really work. So he's going down now to do more stuff. It's his least favorite part of the game. He has to get stone for us. We do this a lot. He has to get stone for us to get furnaces and other stone materials, and it looks like he gets in a fight in a second. Yes, there was a guy down there. I don't know if you can see him, but I don't even see him. I did at the time. Now I don't. Now that I'm recording, or now that I'm putting voiceover. Anyway, so he does manage to deal with him, and we have a lot of, you know, crappy tools in I7's inventory now. Wood tools, wood picks, wood shovels, whatnot. But as you can see, it is snowing on our platform. So we have a theoretically infinite amount of snowballs now. So that's good, because you'll see in a couple minutes. Well, I'll tell you what I'm talking about in a couple minutes. I tried to make an extendo shovel there, and I'm not really sure why, because they don't exist and all. But, yeah, that'd be cool if they did. You'd be able to reach like twice as far. Now, there's a tower behind me that are trying to farm cactuses. We get into a little bit of a snowball fight with them soon. It's a joyful occasion. It's a very joyful occasion. I accidentally knock him off there, my friend there, while I'm trying to, you know, snowball. So, if any of you have any suggestions to stuff we're doing wrong or we could be doing better, you should probably tell us that. We obviously don't have any food. That's hard for a tower team to get unless they have a cultivator, which is if you don't know, a kit that lets you have, well, as soon as you plant a seed or a sapling, it instantly grows, so you can get theoretically infinite amounts of wheat and wood with that. So that's always fun to have on a tower team, since tower teams' like biggest downfall is they have a hard time getting food if they don't have a cultivator. I'm sorry, running out of things to talk about now. But again, we're just harvesting all these snow, and I thought it already happened, but in a couple minutes, I suppose, we will be fighting that other tower team in a snowball fight, which ends up not really serving much purpose, really. But the feast will spawn soon. There are still quite a few people left. If I remember correctly, there are about 14, maybe 10-ish, 10 to 14 people right now. The feast usually starts around then. The game's been going for about 15 minutes, so if any of you are wondering what my skin is, because I haven't actually shown it much yet, it is a sloth. I should change it soon, but that's what it is right now. It's a sloth. And if you're wondering, I don't usually play in third person, but I have been a little bit recently, because when you're doing a tower team, it's very important to see down on the ground, so you can, well, see if there are other people trying to get up to you, or if they're just walking by not noticing you, then you can get your pet Stomper, to jump off onto them and get the kill. And if they have full iron armor, then hey, you just went from having nothing, maybe a stone sword, to having full iron armor and an iron sword, and likely tons of soup or food. So, yes, that's definitely good. It does take some getting used to, though, being in third person. When I'm obviously just normal PvPing, that third person would be awful. Third person is awful for firing a bow. Third person is awful for a ton of that. So we're getting into a bit of a snowball fight here. They don't actually have any snow right now, so it's more of just a snowball, us killing them with snow, even though I don't think it does any damage right now. But they will be getting snow in the future. They don't right now because they are in a desert, and snow does not, it doesn't snow in a desert. And we are in a taiga. It's odd that a desert and a taiga can be right beside each other with no, like, mountain or anything to separate it. Okay, so as you can see, the feast spawns right there. Only half of it we can see right now, but the feast spawns right there. So I throw them a whole bunch of blocks, and a tip of the day, I guess, is if you hold control then hit Q, you throw entire stacks of things, as opposed to just throwing one, as if you normally hit Q. And here's where I'm distracting that tower team while I at 7 over there is stacking over to the feast. So we're just having a joyous snowball fight here. Don't really need to explain why. Just, it's a joyous snowball fight, and I'm keeping them busy. So it's always as soon as the feast is announced to get over there as soon as possible, especially when you're towering, because sometimes you underestimate how many blocks it's going to take for you to stack over there, and you could be short 32 blocks, and then you're just sort of off the feast, and that's never good, because then everybody has the feast to themselves, and then they can just kind of come and kill you if you're not careful. So that guy over there now decides to stack over the feast with no protection at all, and I managed to knock him off. But it looks like he's a Stomper or another kit that will prevent fall damage, since he doesn't die there. That would normally kill somebody. So I at 7 actually did what I talked about earlier and ran out of blocks whenever stacking over there. So he went and dug down on the platform we went up on. And so that is another good way to get blocks without putting yourself at too much risk. Now the entire other tower team is swearing at us, as you may have noticed, calling us pretty, well, weird things. And I don't really know why. I mean, I knocked them off a few times, and so did I at 7, but, we haven't killed them yet. So, as you may have seen over there, there's a guy now, and he just made a little bit of a ball on top of a stick. So I hit him there, he doesn't fall off. And there's a guy under his platform too. So you'll see something cool in a second. I at 7 actually threw a snowball, and I'm not looking right now, but he did manage to knock off pretty sure in a second. Well, actually, no, wait. We've got this for a while longer. It's somebody else I'm thinking of. So what I'm doing right now is a fun strategy I do a lot, and haven't really thought much of a name for it. Right now I'm just calling it Ben's strategy, but I haven't really thought of much of a name. It may have already been done, but I haven't seen it before, so hey. So what you do is just sort of have blocks, single blocks everywhere, and then if somebody runs under them, you can Endermage them up, and they'll just keep running and jump off the blocks, and if they're not Stomper, or Turtle, or Kangaroo, or whatever other fall damage prevention kits there are, they will die. And as it's demonstrated right there, it worked very well. As you can see, the boxer fell really far. Grimslim. Sorry, Grimslim, bet you never saw that coming. And there's I-7, he jumps down, loots as much as he possibly can. Pop him up, and oh yes, I'm sorry about this, but right here, the recording software I was using bugged out, and didn't actually count the very end, like it didn't record it, but I didn't know until the game was over. But as you can see from the stat page here, I did die to the very last guy, or to the second last guy, but then I-7 managed to kill him, so that does count for a team win for both of us. So that was a good game there. The last kill was pretty interesting. What happened is, I'll try to describe it as best as I can for since you couldn't see it. But I tried to do the strategy I did earlier on Grimslim to the third last guy, and he came up, but instead of running off, he jumped and landed on our platform, and so did I. So it was 3 people on a 3x3 platform in the sky, and so on a 3x3 platform in the sky, that's 3 people. That's a lot of people in a small space. So what ended up happening is that I jumped off by accident when I was trying to retreat, because I-7 was the one with all the armor, so he was going to be doing the fighting. But I fell off and died. And then it was I-7 and the other guy. And they were both Stompers, I think. So, since they didn't die when they fell. Just checking. Yes, they were both Stompers. So, they didn't die when they fell, so they fought down there for a bit. They both had about the same armor. The other guy, his name is the other guy named. Just a second. Sorry. Don't hate me. The other guy named Storpoot. Funny name. Fun name. He had a diamond chestplate and diamond boots and iron pants, I think, whereas I-7 just had full iron. So their armor was about the same, even though the other guy seemed to be lacking a hat. So they fought down there for a while, and they both did very well. And then at the last second, there was a whole bunch of lava down there from earlier, and I-7 managed to knock the other guy into lava, ending his life and winning the game for us. And he did well, though. It was a good fight for a guy with fun name that I'm terrible at pronouncing probably, so I'll just try to avoid doing that. Starpoot. Sorry. It's a cool name. But good fight for you, Starpoot. And hopefully you liked this video, and if you have any suggestions for us to do something different in the future, or if you just liked it, then tell us in the comment section of the video. Thank you. Have a great day.